Mama said he'd be back by dawn. Pulled his boots and his jacket on, grabbed that pole by the cabin door. Said he'd been to that creek before. Swamp was quiet, sky was gray. He just laughed and walked away. Turned around with that same old grin. Never saw him again. People talk when the nights get long, say the swamp's been wrong for years now gone. Some blame storms, some blame fate, some just say he stayed too late. I sat waiting on the wooden step, holding words I never said. Mama tried but her voice would break every time I asked that day. He went fishing down the swamp one night, said he'd be back by the morning light. Took his laugh, took his boots, took his time, left that old life standing behind. I still listen when the night gets loud, when the wind moves through the cypress crowd. But the water keeps what it wants to take, and some folks never come back from the lake. Sometimes I think he's still out there, lying in the water, oh, a wooden chair. Sun going down, hat pulled low, watching that quiet current flow. Maybe found that perfect bend, where the river never ends, where the fish keep biting slow, and there's nowhere else to go. Maybe the hook just never came free, maybe the river kept his feet, maybe the line pulled just enough to make him stay when things got rough. I can see him cast again, same old place, same old grin, like the world was just that short and he didn't need no more. He went fishing down the swamp one night, said he'd be back by the morning light. Took his laugh, took his boots, took his time, left that old life standing behind. I still listen when the night gets loud, when the wind moves through the cypress crowd. But the water keeps what it wants to take, and some folks never come back from the ledge. Maybe he's waiting on one last bite under that same old moonlit night. Maybe the line just feels too right to ever reel it in. Maybe the river don't let go once you learn the way it flows. Maybe he stayed 'cause out there slow he finally felt at home. Maybe he just wanted to find the best fish for Bork's great stew. Said the small ones weren't worth bringing home, said the big ones were always one bend further down. Maybe he followed the water too far, looking for the place where the line never goes slack, where the bite never stops, where the river don't rush nobody. Some folks chase gold, some chase roads. My dad, he chased the perfect catch, and I reckon he just kept casting. He went fishing down the swamp one night, under that same old southern sky. Took his laugh, took his name, took his way, and the years just drifted away. I still listen when the frogs all sing, like I might hear that old line ring. But the water keeps what it wants to take, and some folks never come back from the lake. Sometimes I think he's still right there, waiting on a bite.